coming up on the Greg and Tim Show podcast.
Because every parent and their dog went up to the very front of the stage and started taking pictures.
Speaking of the Germans.
Yep.
I was watching. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm looking forward to it. Greg, any ads from the Greg and Tim Show, and he's lowercase t. Got up at like 4 a.m. to go.
We might as well just cut this whole segment. Just kidding.
I know where you're going with.
Yeah.
Get your earballs ready, and welcome back to the Greg and Tim Show podcast. Here are your hosts, Greg and Tim.
Ho, 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 Tim. Welcome back to the episode. It's the Greg and Tim Show. It's me, Greg, also known as Santa Claus, and my friendly elf over there, my toy maker, my, I don't know, Tim.
That's my name. Yeah, this is the last Christmas recording before Christmas Day. And when we get together next week, Christmas will have been past, gone for another year. But I'm excited. We have a few days to celebrate Christmas, and I'm looking forward to it. It's great.
I love Christmas.
So do I.
I'm not naughty. It does say I'm naughty. I am not.
You're not naughty? I don't know.
I am good. Good and nice.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag and nice. What's Guten Tag mean?
It's German for
hello?
Something like that.
We'll have to look it up for later.
Billy, maybe in a couple minutes.
Guten Tag. Just let us know what Guten Tag is. So speaking of Christmas, I think, Tim, you should open up your gift.
Just wait. What else are we going to talk about today, Greg?
We're going to talk about the national anthems at sporting events. It's come under fire a little bit. We've got a couple different examples of why. And the Jets' latest example. And we're going to compare it to some other problematic national anthems.
Yep. That and Boxing Day. What's up with Boxing Day? What happened to the days where we used to line up at 4 a.m? People would tent out, they'd camp out. Gone are those days. Has Black Friday taken away from it?
Black Friday is here, and Boxing Day doesn't seem like Boxing Day anymore. It's a week now.
Online sales, I think, but we'll talk about that in a bit.
We'll chat about that, and then we'll chat about our holiday Christmas plans, because I'm sure that you have a few holiday Christmas plans. I heard that your daughter is back in town.
She is. That's right.
If you didn't see, we interviewed her a few weeks back. Maybe we'll link it right above Tim's head. Tim, above your head. Can you point to above your head? Oh. Yeah, that's where it is. Where the
time a bell rings,
an angel gets its wings.
A button pops over my head. So let's grab your favorite beverage. Mine is, as previously stated, coffee.
Coffee?
And let's roll.
Cheers.
Grab your phone. It's podcast time. It's the Greg and Tim Show. It's the Greg and Tim Show. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It is. It's Christmassy in here. We got that's gonna go on forever now. This was mine when I was a child.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that in order for me to get it to stop, though, I'm going to have to throw it out the door.
I can try to imagine in a dark room when you're 8 and having this thing just go. It's a little creepy.
Billy, can you hear that? Yeah. Can you hear it when it's over here? Yeah.
I'm picturing a clown's face in a dark room with that going off.
Did you notice the new cloth of the table today?
I did not know.
You didn't even notice the cloth on the table?
I don't notice things. Just
except
my wife.
Haircuts.
Haircuts.
That's is the one thing that you notice.
I don't notice anything, including this tablecloth.
So how was your week, Tim?
My week's been fantastic.
This thing's going to just keep going. I'm sorry. If you're listening in the background, you're hearing the music.
Week's been great. I picked up Brenda from the airport. She's here for 10 days. So we now have our full 5 back for at least a few days. And
all 5?
All 5, yeah.
Has Taylor continued to stay by you guys? And
she's chosen to sign up for another year.
She's chosen to re-up.
Well, yeah, just like Andrew McCutcheon.
I heard she's I heard she's under arbitration this year, so we'll see how much she wants from the government to stay in your house.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. What'd you do this week? You got your kids all here. Did you do anything fun? I think think my fun is very similar to your fun. So should we share it at the same time? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I don't know what you're going to say.
Guys, all you can eat rib night.
I totally forgot about that because my ribs haven't digested.
Yeah, that was a lot of ribs. The waitress told me and Wade that we had eaten more ribs than she'd ever seen anybody eat.
So we went to St. Louis or St. Louis.
St. Louis Bar and Grill.
Well, St. Louis is also, I don't know if it's French, Bar and Grill.
I don't think it's French.
The one on Sterling Line in Winnipeg, the one that opened up in July, and there's all you can eat ribs. Second last day, all you can eat ribs. Yeah. And I was responsible. I only had 1.5 racks, and I think you had 7 or something.
I had 2 1/4.
And so next week sometime they should but digest by then.
It should be done. We should be able to say.
And but we had a good time. A bunch of guys out. Jets. I watched the Jets.
Jets won.
Colorado. They killed Colorado.
Destroyed them.
6-2, smacked upside down the head.
One of our conversations later in the episode is going to be regarding that game.
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
Yeah.
Our friend Matthew went to that game. He enjoyed it very much. He said that there was a lot of great activities and entertainment.
Festivities. And if you haven't noticed didn't notice about Greg, he's been coughing a lot the last 3 weeks.
I have post-nasal drip.
As post-nasal cough, and I guess somehow it results in coughing. Every time I talk to him on the phone, I can get 2 words out of him, and then he's...
So my coughing is only when I laugh. It just happens when I laugh, and unfortunately, your face is very funny.
Or fortunately.
Funny's good. Funny is not bad.
Not horrendous.
Yeah. So, and more of Cruz's hockey. We had a Christmas concert yesterday where we got to watch the kids. What is with Christmas concerts? Parents. So I got there early so I could get a good seat. I'm in the 3rd row. Okay. I might as well have been in the last row because every parent and their dog went up to the very front of the stage and started taking pictures. They had to actually tell people, okay, photo taking is done. You can go and sit down, enjoy the concert. You know what's going to happen when those parents get their kids in the car? They're so excited to see their kids on stage. All night, they're like, recording everything like they're never going to see their kids again, or they haven't seen their kids in 5 years. Yeah, they're going to go pick up the kids in the classroom. Yeah, and as soon as they get those kids in the car, hey Bobby, sit down and shut up.
Go to bed as soon as you get home.
Joey, it's time to go to bed.
Joey,
and it's like, my goodness, these kids were just like the stars of your life, and now you're like, get them to bed.
Well, once the Instagram post is up, then it's fine. It's over.
Yeah, I guess it's Instagram worthy.
Yeah,
that's another topic we should talk about sometime.
The exchangeogram.
The Instagram. Exchangeogram? I don't know what that is.
That's from that movie where he has that idea, Vince Vaughn, where he's the Google movie. What's it called? With Vince Vaughn. He plays like an older, him and his friend go and they're like interns, like 40-year-old interns at Google.
I don't know.
Haven't you seen that movie? And he comes up with this idea.
Billy, what's the name of the movie? The internship.
Yeah, and they go to Google and he comes up. He's pumped. They have to have a group have like an app, and he has this whole idea, and he calls it Exchangeogram.
And it was supposed to be a ripoff of Instagram.
And the smart kids that are 18 or like that's called Instagram. No, it's like when you post a picture and it instantly goes on the interwebs or whatever. That's still like Instagram.
I don't know if I've seen it.
He calls Exchange. He kept calling it that, but he's so happy that he invented this thing that already exists. So Exchangeogram.
Guten Tag. What is Guten Tag? Good day. Good afternoon.
You said.
I think I said good day.
You get
Guten Tag, Tim. Guten Tag to everybody listening today. Guten Tag to Adam. Guten Tag to Wade. Guten Tag to... Who else listens to the show? Just the 2 of them?
No, we have a few more followers.
We have 133 subscribers now. People love the controversy.
That's why we do it. Let's be honest, right? How many more people?
Let's be face it.
Let's be face it.
That's a throwback to episode 1, I believe. Let's be face it.
Speaking of the Germans.
Yep.
I was watching.
Okay.
I was watching a documentary on Christmas, and most of our Christmas festivities come over from Germany.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of them, not all of them, but
they're European.
Quite, but Germany specifically.
Okay.
And the Germans were like were known for their fun-loving, drinking with their friends. Cheers to everyone for like the first, part of the last 400 years, and then all of a sudden now it's like,
Which country is it that has Santa Claus wearing a blue suit? Do you remember? Is it Sweden?
I do not know.
Or is it? It might be Germany actually, where Santa Claus wears a blue, suit. The only reason I remember this is because my cousins had a picture with a Santa Claus, and the Santa Claus had a blue suit. It was very odd to me.
Right. Maybe the red one was in the dryer washer.
Okay, grab your gift and we'll chat while you're opening.
Okay. So I was joking around 5 weeks ago, and I said, "Hey, what'd you get for me?" And not thinking you'd actually get me something. And then 2 weeks
Why
ago,
would you think I wouldn't get you anything?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking. And 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I said, "I got you a present," and I didn't think.
I said your present has arrived.
I didn't think to myself, "Wow, my friend Greg, who I'm having a lot of fun doing the show with, got me a present. I'm so excited." I was like, "Crap! I didn't get him anything."
That's fine.
So I was like, "What can I get Greg?" And then I didn't actually end up getting you. So I felt kind of bad. Like, I didn't get you a present, and you got me a present. Now,
and a lot of thought and work went into this.
Let's see what it is first.
Yeah.
Let's see what it is first before I go on.
Yeah.
Let's see what it is.
There's a lot of thought and work that went into this. So
you can see Timothy as is my full name.
Timothy P. Sanderson.
P as in Paul.
P as in Peter.
I give my legal confirmation that you can use all three names.
Okay.
On the show.
This is going to take all day, isn't it?
It's okay. We have all day. No, it's okay.
So while Tim is unwrapping his gift, write in the comments what you got for your spouse. Don't worry, your spouse doesn't watch the show. It's me, you, and Billy.
Merry Christmas, buddy. Thanks for always wanting to chat about something, nothing, or everything at once. Greg. And he adds from the Greg and Tim show, and he's lowercase t. Can we zoom out on the lowercase t? Zoom. See, there's the cough. Greg always lowercase is my name with the first letter lowercase Tim. It doesn't matter if it's in the text form, email form, card form. It's always lowercased. But
but it's Greg from the Greg and Tim show.
It is Greg also.
That way, when you look back on that card, you'll remember what this was from.
Okay, let's open it up. By the way, very good wrapping paper.
I did the wrapping myself, so
let's say it's that order.
What?
The order? Remember? I can't say it on the air.
Oh, right. It could possibly be something.
All right. Okay.
Just throw that behind you somewhere. There you go. Perfect.
All right.
So while we wait for Tim, what is your favorite gift you've ever gotten somebody? And what is your favorite gift that you've ever been given? You can also write that in the comments because we would love to hear about it. Tim's having some troubles.
Shake it. It's a puppy.
Don't shake it.
Oh, it's another box.
Come on, Tim. This segment only has like 10 more minutes.
No. Be like, remember that time Tim opened that present and it took forever? Okay, here, second box. Second box was in the first box. Just showing everybody.
This may have been just a ploy for Tim to get me a Christmas gift, and then he didn't get me one anyway, so I just wrapped up a box.
Okay. That'd be great. Actually, I would be the best possible.
You'd be a lot more...
Best possible
scenario. A lot happier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I should have brought a knife, I guess.
No, this works. As I wreck your pen. See, there's the cough. There's the cough again. Come on.
Don't wreck the gift.
Well, I'm trying to put the box.
Lorraine's idea was to tape it up as much as I could.
So here's the third box. Everyone's third box.
Lorraine said, make sure you tape it up real good so Tim can't open it. Yeah, if anybody wants to, the chapters are below. If you want to skip past this or skip to the end of this, I'm going to chapter the end where Tim reveals the gift.
Yeah.
And I'm going to chapter the part where we start talking about other things other than this gift.
By the way, thanks for the sweater, Lorraine.
I think you should have got the naughty cup. What can I do?
I'm just trying to open up the present.
I can't remember what I got you now.
It was so long ago. I'm doing okay. Okay. Oh, it is something. He did get me something.
I did get him something.
Okay.
Don't break it.
It's a mug.
Don't break it.
Look at that. It's got my name on it. Oh, that's nice. The Greg and Tim Show. Look at that.
There you go.
That's fantastic.
And it's monogrammed.
So on one side it says Tim.
Yeah.
That's my name.
That's your name.
Short for Timothy.
Yep.
And on the back says the Greg and Tim Show. And it's capitalized. It would have been funnier if it was lowercase.
That font doesn't have a lowercase.
So I'm going to pour this coffee into this one.
Okay. Well, that'll be fun. Okay. This segment's going fantastic.
That didn't work at all.
Oh, just you gotta pour it faster. There you go.
Okay, so before we move on, and if anyone can't see, there's a big pool of coffee underneath the cup. I can't actually drink it. Okay.
I didn't anticipate this. I got these
It
earlier.
was a good idea when I came to it.
I did anticipate
okay.
it, so
That's funny. So Greg,
yeah.
so question, and let's
Yeah.
pose this to everybody. When you, and this is a question for people out there, that's Billy out there and everybody else. When you get something that you're not expecting, whether it be a Christmas card from another family or whatever,
Yeah.
or a gift, and you didn't expect it, so you didn't get them anything.
Yeah.
Is it okay not to have something given back to them?
Yeah.
That's okay?
Yeah.
So I shouldn't feel bad about not getting you a gift? Isn't that normal though for people? Oh, there we go. You got one too. Hey, yes. We got matching ones. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Maybe we should just leave it at
It
that.
tastes better. It tastes better with the cup.
This is fantastic.
I think we're official now.
And if anybody wants their name on the back of a Greg and Tim show, then
I can order them.
You can order them.
I'll put a link down below for my thing to
Billy.
do it.
Greg and Tim show.
Oh, I should have got Billy one.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking.
Billy, is it when you get something from somebody that you didn't expect and you did not get them anything, do you feel bad?
Yes.
I thought you were important enough to get a gift.
I do appreciate it. I very much appreciate this. This is awesome. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. We should have opened up before because then we could have said cheers and let's roll with these. Let's go back and do it
We
again.
can do it anytime you want to. Is this the last episode? Am I finding something out that I didn't know before?
You've been traded
I've been traded?
to the David and Matthew show.
So I'm not going to get to do anything anymore. Oh, well.
Okay, yes. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Happy Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Happy Festivus for the rest of us. Here, I'll give Billy the rest.
Do when they do the 12 days of is it 12 days of Hanukkah?
8 crazy nights.
8 crazy, so it's 8 gifts.
It's 12 days of Christmas.
Is it like small little gifts?
I think they're random, different price values. Jeff watches the show and listens.
Okay. Yeah.
Jeff, well, he listens.
I'm just curious what
on his
individual
Apple
what one individual gift during those 8 days would be.
Yeah.
And I guess it would vary too. Like different families have
Yeah.
more.
I wonder, like,
Like would day
what they
one
would
be
get.
season tickets, or would it be like a dreidel
dreidel.
Yeah.
Do.
or a pack of playing cards?
Maybe.
I'm just curious.
Maybe it's a lot of things, like stocking stuffing things and
Yeah, like would it be a stocking stuffer?
big gifts, small gifts.
I do the. Yeah, I guess they
Maybe
would.
day 8 is the big gift.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't grow up Jewish.
Do you know if your friend does?
So Jeff listens to the podcast on Apple Music. We'll give him a shout out here. He's the one that we met in Montreal that one time.
Right.
He does not watch. He says he doesn't want to watch two guys talking to each other. So he's listening on his Apple podcast while running in the gym.
That's exactly what I do.
Okay, perfect.
Well, not when I'm running at the gym. But
Yeah, I don't know. We can
painting
look
up
it
a
up.
storm
We can look it up, I guess.
without a shirt.
You never watch the show? You just listen?
I will sometimes watch a show but I'm always on the go, right?
Yeah.
We're driving or I'm at work.
I have to watch the show. Well, I have to live the show.
Yeah.
Then I have to watch it once
Yeah.
to edit it for time. Then I got to watch it again to edit it for the screen.
Yeah.
Then I got to watch it again to make sure that nothing went wrong.
Yeah. So when I hear things like when you watch it, something is off, whatever, it doesn't correlate to me because I don't.
You don't watch.
Even if I watch it,
Yeah.
it'll be kind of like on my phone. It's not like you have on your big computer and stuff. You'll see every little thing. I might miss something, right?
Yeah.
Little facial expressions, awkward,
Like when you got the
movements.
text message about your facial expression this week?
text message. Yeah, I heard. Well, you told me.
No, you got the message too.
Did I?
It was in the group chat. Tim has to work on his RBF.
Oh, right. Resting blessed face. Right.
Resting blessed face. So anyway, do you want to move on to our first actual topic of the day?
For sure. Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, topic number 1.
Topic of
Let's
the
break this
day.
down. So,
Did we get to play the theme song before every topic?
no, just the... No, which one's going to be the topic of the day?
1, 2, 3.
Which one's the topic of the day?
Well, that's a good question. Probably this one.
Okay. So let's roll it for the topic of the day.
Okay, hooray. It's time for the topic of the day.
So topic of the day today, Tim, is the Winnipeg Jets National Anthem. There was we were out for our wings, as we spoke about earlier. The Jets played the
ribs. We had
ribs, right? We had ribs.
One gentleman got wings.
One gentleman.
The pepper one.
Ben.
Yeah.
The one Ben. There was 2 Bens. And the Jets played against the Colorado Avalanche. It was South Asian Night in Winnipeg. Was it South Asian Heritage? Is that what it was called?
Yeah. At the game.
Yeah. At the game. So South Asian Night at the game. So they were acknowledging the South Asian culture that comes to the games. And it's another reason for them to try to bring other fans into hockey, which is great. CBC/Sportsnet does the Punjabi call of the game. So they have two people who speak Punjabi that call the hockey games on Saturday nights. There's a big push for more cultures to get into hockey. So the Jets also do like a Philippine night. And then they have all these other different social nights for hockey. Hockey Fights Cancer, Armed Forces Night, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
So the one thing that got people up on this game, though, is during the National Anthem, for the Canadian National Anthem, it was sang half in English and a fair bit in Punjabi. Not a fair bit, I guess like 30% maybe in Punjabi. The question is, and it's all over Twitter and it's out there right now, is it right for people in Canada to sing the national anthem in a different language?
Right. So initially, when I first thought about this topic, I thought, well, what's the big deal? I know that it has been done before, not in by the way, what's the language called? It's not called Punjabi.
It's called Punjabi.
It's actually called Punjabi. Sorry. Excuse my ignorance. But it's been done before. I think in Korea, Ojibwe, they've done for either the Bomber games or the Jet game, one of the two, the national anthem itself, right?
Yep.
So
and it's been done in French, obviously, because French is the other national language.
It's not the first time, and it's a nice way to acknowledge other cultures. And again, we've gone over this last week, where more and more immigration is coming from these kinds of countries. And if you're the Winnipeg Jets and you're averaging 13,000 seats, and you have 2,000 empty seats, you want to try to be inclusive because you want people coming to the games. And the more they can get a larger pool of people, the better off they are.
Yeah.
And a simple way to acknowledge people and to make them feel, I mean, this is all inclusive, right?
Yeah.
This is inclusiveness. It's making sure that everyone feels like we are one, whether you're from this culture, that culture. And so why not do some of the national anthem in that culture's native tongue? What's the issue? What's the problem with that?
Yeah. So I don't think that there's a huge problem with the with the Jets acknowledging the different cultures, bringing the cultures into the game. So, for instance, they brought in a band that played their traditional music. They played their traditional music during the game. They brought in a lot of that culture into the game. I don't think there's any problems with that. I think the main concern is when you change the national anthem to be in a language that's no longer in one of the two national languages of Canada, right? So the national languages of Canada are English and French.
Yeah.
Canada was founded by the English and French. I understand that there's a whole other backstory to it, and I don't want to get into all the politics of that. But in general, Canada was founded by the English and French in terms of settlements and growing the population.
Colonialism, etc.
Exactly. One example of how I think this was done correctly was at the Bomber game, when the Bombers actually had it was the Ukrainian night for the Bombers, and the Bombers actually had a Ukrainian choir singers sing the Ukrainian national anthem during the game.
Right.
They did not sing they didn't sing the Canadian national anthem.
Right.
They sang the Canadian national anthem in English, and then they sang the Ukrainian national anthem. The only thing I think they did wrong with that was they should have sang the Ukrainian national anthem first, followed by the Canadian national anthem.
Right.
Just like you do that in any other sport. You sing the visiting or the secondary national anthem first, and the home national anthem always is the one right before the sporting event.
Right.
This also comes down to your question.
So the anthem in general.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the anthem. Let's talk about the anthem. Plus, let's talk about the two our two official languages, French and English, right?
Yeah.
How important, the importance that we place on the national anthem.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do feel that Canadians in general are a little bit
less patriotic
than, let's say, the Americans, which some would argue is a good thing, some would argue is a bad thing.
Yeah.
But how sacrosanct is that national anthem to you? Is it the be all and end all of everything? And you brought up a good point that, when Americans stand for the national anthem, it signifies something different than when we do it.
Yeah. So when we were in Minneapolis for the baseball games, they stand for the national anthem. They'll have their hats over their hearts. They will have a soldier there, a representative. They actually, at the Jays playoff game, had a American and Canadian soldier there to represent during the national anthems.
Well, forget during the national anthem. If you're at a sporting event in the U.S. and it's during the middle of the second quarter, at a 0-0 game, and they even put the camera at a soldier,
they start cheering.
People start not cheering, standing, clapping.
Yeah. The
reverence is just different.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of Canadians will argue negatively about the Americans that they, are too patriotic. They only think of themselves, et cetera, et cetera. But this goes specifically to the anthem. The Americans take it more seriously than we do.
Yeah.
Right. That's how it appears to me.
I think Americans take their patriotism. They take their patriotism more seriously.
So,
because even if I'm looking for tickets in some of the games, there's a veterans or a military discount for their tickets, whereas in Winnipeg, you don't get a veteran military discount for tickets.
Well, you do actually in Winnipeg. There is military discounts. I know Raina got last night. She got,
but just not on Ticketmaster. You can't go on Ticketmaster and go, I'm a military veteran.
Right. There are armor discounts in the States, but
yeah,
lumber retail in the States too. That's a different issue.
Yeah, retail discounts are big in the States for military.
So. Secondly, the importance of the national anthem in general.
Yeah.
And we can go back to the first topic if you'd like, if we didn't spend enough time on it. But secondly, the importance of a national anthem in general is, why do we sing the national anthem before every single game? This was an issue when we had the whole kneeling Colin Kaepernick issue.
Mm-hmm. Where people were actually
7 years ago.
Get rid of national
It's why do we give the opportunity to make a political statement during a game in the first place?
Yeah.
Why does an anthem have to be sung all the time. Preseason game, it doesn't matter what it is, high school game. Why before every? I'm not saying it's not important to do in general, but every single game. Why?
So I'm going to play a clip right now from a guy named Eric Burns. I think he explains it in the most patriotic way of an American. And then after that, we'll chat about that.
So I ran across an Instagram post from The Athletic just a few minutes ago that got me all excited. So I figured I'd hop on No Filter Network so we could discuss. The post was a quote from hockey writer Ian Mendes, who wrote, "The national anthem should be reserved for moments that evoke genuine feelings of national pride." The Athletic went on to write, after 2 botched anthems at NHL games this week, it's time to ask the question, why do we play the national anthem before sporting events? Well, I felt so inclined to comment below and answer that question. We play the national anthem to honor the men and women who have died for our country, protecting the freedom and government structure that allows these games to be played. It's also a form of reflective gratitude that unfortunately many self-entitled, ungrateful just don't get. Look, I understand. The Athletic and Ian, they have their right to their opinion when or if the national anthem should ever be played. But on behalf of the servicemen and women who have fought and continue to fight for our freedom to be able to play these sporting events, I'd just like to send a quick message to Ian and The Athletic.
So basically he's saying it's to honor men and women that fought for their country. And it's also a form of gratitude for the fact that you can participate in going to sporting events. You can participate in going to these types of things because of the men and women that fought for your country. And it's a patriotism in that form. Ian Mendes from The Athletic stated in his article that he thinks the national anthem should only be sang for genuine feelings of national pride. So excluding sports, essentially.
Well, so
there's a big article in
events
The Athletic
can be very prideful, but every game, like a massive game, the semifinal game in the NFL, so whatever, Stanley Cup Finals. Before, reserve it because it's more special for the special events, I suppose, right?
Okay, so let's say that. Let's say reserve it so it's more special. You're basically saying now that the national anthem is special. So, do you think, going back to the first point, that the Jets should have allowed the national anthem to be sung in a language that was not a national language of Canada? I guess that's a question. If you don't want to give your personal feelings on that, feel free to comment in the comments below if you think that was something that was appropriate.
It all boils down to, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is the national anthem to you as a Canadian citizen? And is it less important than the equivalent person in the United States? Like, how important is "O Canada" to you? How important is it? 1
to me, it's important.
10, 7. Where does it fall?
Like, my great grandfather was in the military, and I know that there's people that are in the military that gave it all, or at least as much as they possibly could, to keep our freedoms. So I think the national anthem is important, and I think it's important to keep it in the language of, I'll say it, English and French. I have no problem with the Cree version of it because, again, they are founding people of Canada. I don't believe that it should be in any other version for the same reason why I don't think the German national anthem, the Ukrainian national anthem, the Russian national anthem, the Indian national anthem, I don't think that any of those should be sung outside of their national language. So if English is not their national language, I don't think there should be an English version of their national anthem.
Okay. Last part of this topic, French as the secondary official language of Canada. Do you remember back when we were in school, we were told over and over, you must know French. It's important to know French. If you're ever going to get a job in the government, you need to know French. And that could be still the case for government positions. I'm not sure.
A lot of government positions, I think you still need to it, but I don't believe for airline positions anymore.
So it seems like as we have immigration has come to Winnipeg, Canada, specifically from other countries, it seems that French, as a language that you should or need to know, has diminished. Am I correct or incorrect in that assumption?
I think you might be correct in the assumption, but I do believe that there is a good population of Winnipeg that send their kids to French immersion schools because they value the two languages.
Right.
And they value it to the point where it will help those people. It may not be required anymore, but it definitely is looked at as something that's very important to those people.
It would be interesting to see how the French immersion places in schools have changed in the last decades.
The numbers and stuff.
Because I don't know. It's just something that I haven't heard in forever, and maybe that's because I'm not in school.
Yeah.
But, that's how it appears to me, but I could be wrong on that.
Cool. Awesome. Let's move on to the next topic. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, Tim. Well, let's get back to business here. So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you Black Friday shop?
I have not yet.
No, Black Friday happened already.
Oh, yeah, right.
Did you shop for Black Friday?
No, I didn't get anything.
You didn't get anything at all?
I don't think I got a single thing.
You just hung out and watched the world go by.
I chose not to spend money.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you plan on Boxing Day shopping?
I was looking at flights to see if they dropped as of now, and they do Boxing Week, so they're probably on already.
Yeah.
But nothing has gone down significantly enough that I would buy anything.
Yeah.
I tend to be a little frugal, and so if it's not a very, very good deal, I'm just not going to bother.
Yeah.
So I had just to backtrack, I did not.
So the answer is probably no.
I didn't shop Black Friday, and I not making any plans now to shop Boxing Day.
When you were younger, did you shop Boxing Day?
I would. Sometimes I would, yeah.
Yeah. Did you look forward to it?
I was never one of those guys that got up at 4 a.m. to go.
We might as well just cut this whole segment. Just kidding.
I know where you're going with this.
So there's a lot of people out there that really love Boxing Day shopping.
Yeah.
Or that did really love Boxing Day shopping.
Yeah.
Loved going to the stores, loved breaking down those doors. Yeah. So Boxing Day, for anybody who's listening from the United States, Boxing Day in Canada is the day after Christmas, December 26th. Yeah. Kind of like in the US when you have Black Friday the day after Thanksgiving. We don't have American Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving's in October. So we don't have the same kind of Thanksgiving that the Americans do. But Canadians have started to adopt Black Friday.
Yeah.
So now Black Friday has gone from a few years ago when Canadians adopted it to being a day that we'd have big sales in Canada, just like in the US, to compete with the Americans, to keep the dollars in Canada. It became Black Friday week.
Yeah. And not only that, the internet has made everything so global. Yeah. You don't even have to shop in Canada to take advantage of Black Friday deals.
I got these for Black Friday.
You're right across the border. You order it. You order somewhere in the States if you want cheaper shipping.
Yeah.
And you can basically be shopping like an American.
Yeah. So Black Friday has gone from Black Friday Day to now Black Friday week.
Yep.
With Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
So it's a whole bunch of days now. It's days leading up to it and days leading after it. Is Black Friday taking away from Boxing Day in Canada?
First of all, question back to you. Did you shop and buy things on Black Friday? Other than mugs. Okay. How about, are you planning to shop?
I booked some things on Black Friday for the kids.
And did you got a discount on that because of it was Boxing Week or Black Friday?
It said it was a discount.
You're not sure.
Well,
yeah, you're not sure. It's hard to compare.
I didn't know what it was before. I didn't check before. I just booked on Black Friday because they said it was a Black Friday deal.
Okay.
And it was a good deal.
Right.
Do you think Black Friday is taken away from Boxing Day though?
It has to. If all you had was Boxing Day sales to look for all the weekend, then you split that up into 2 holidays, it has to.
Yeah. There's only so much money.
Yeah. So I would think so for sure.
So back in the day, Boxing Day used to be a reason to go out and buy stuff that was left over.
You would have, the term was door crashers, right? You would have 100 things on sale and 2 things were 99% off, but there's only one of them each, and then you had to line up. So you had 40 people lined up on a -40 day to break down.
In Canada, it was -40, yes, but Toronto wasn't. Whatever, it's different in all different parts of Canada. But I believe that Boxing Day came around to help because I worked in retail and I worked through Boxing Day.
Right.
A lot of the Boxing Day sale stuff was to move inventory from the previous year.
Right.
Was to just clear that stuff out.
Yeah.
So if it didn't sell at Christmas, it's now on sale for
You got to
Boxing Day.
stock the shelves with something else.
Well, you've got to get rid of the shelves that are overstocked, right? So doing it on Black Friday now, I actually prefer it because now we can get our deals before Christmas.
Right.
And you're not waiting till after Christmas to get a deal.
If you want to use it to shop for Christmas presents, you could do that instead of Boxing Day. And it's Boxing Week, but then you're leaving it till the last week, which is some people do, some people don't.
So I remember my aunt when I was younger always saying we should celebrate Christmas as a family a week after Christmas.
Right.
Because then everybody can shop on Boxing Day and get everything for cheaper.
Yeah.
And we'll celebrate Ukrainian Christmas.
Right.
And by celebrating Ukrainian Christmas, not only and I'm part Ukrainian, so I can say this, I hope.
Yeah.
I hope nobody's going to roast me on this, but we're a little frugal. We're a little bit less.
Frugalness and halapshi. Those are the two things that Ukrainians are.
Cabbage rolls.
I think the technical term is halapshi.
So, is online shopping killing Black Friday and Boxing Day?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're not, again, you're not lining up for anything.
So I was watching
that's dead.
I was watching some videos on YouTube of Black Friday in the States.
Yeah.
And this guy went and visited a whole bunch of stores that back in the day, Target, Best Buy, one of the big department stores. And he showed video of them from the news from like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And then he showed video of him in it on Boxing Day. You could throw a beach ball filled with lead down the middle of that aisle and it wouldn't hit a soul.
Yeah.
And now it's basically everybody's shopping online.
Do you shop online? Everything?
I all my gifts were bought online this year for Lorraine.
Right.
And I have supported local with those gifts.
I physically bought, I believe, I did probably about 75% of them I physically bought.
Yeah.
And 25% were online. I think that's how kind of the breakdown.
I think the reason why I buy this way is because I don't really get out.
Yeah, you don't
go shopping.
You don't get out a lot.
I don't get out
I've heard that
at all. And when I do, it's usually with the family, so I don't really have time. I still have to get some things for the old sock that I haven't done yet. I only have to fill one sock, and I don't even have stuff for it yet. And I got 3 days.
I just go into a store.
I'll have to. It's the only way I'll be able to do it. But I like to be very purposeful with my gift giving.
Right.
I don't like to give crap.
Except for the 26th. We're all going to give gifts, $5
that are
gifts.
crap.
Crap.
Yeah, speaking of the 26th, the holiday plan's coming up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different holiday gathering plans.
We've done 2. We're doing a 3rd, 4th, 5th coming up. So 2 are done, 3 are coming up.
Yeah.
Along with
6. I have a 6th one because my family's coming in as well. My parents are coming back from Florida and my brother's coming back from Saskatchewan. So I have a 6th one with them too.
So you're going to see your parents at Christmas time and then you'll see them again in February, right?
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Gathering on Saturday, I have with my in-laws.
Yeah.
Lorraine's family. That's our family gathering there. I got Christmas Eve party with some of my extended family from my side. I have a Christmas Day with my family. This will be our first Christmas Day, just our family. We've never done Christmas Day with just the 4 of us.
Usually,
5 of us actually,
usually
Brandon too.
Extended family is included in the Christmas Day?
Yeah, we'll usually spend it at my parents or Lorraine's parents. This year we're doing family Christmas just with family.
Right. And then this is the first Christmas you'll have with a son's fiance.
Yeah.
That'll be a first.
So on Boxing Day, our family gets together with your family and Matthew's family. We get together and we eat a ton. The kids watch Christmas shows, Christmas movies usually, or play video games. We play some games as adults. Not those kind of games. If you're thinking about that, this is just regular old PG games.
Nobody's thinking of that. We're doing a $5 gift exchange. So
and we do a
forward to seeing
$5 gift exchange.
And apparently, alcohol and McDonald's coupon
are not appropriate.
Have been banned from.
Some of the kids are only 7 years old.
Ever since the incident of 2021. I mean, 2022.
2020.
No, there wasn't a gathering that year.
Yeah, we did. We got together. This is the 3rd annual. 2020. No, this is our 4th annual.
I don't think you're
2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Yeah, 4th annual.
Okay.
So the first annual, the 2021, Tim gave McDonald's coupons for coffee.
The little stickers that had 8
for free coffee. And a little Mickey of whatever alcohol he had. He wrapped that up 3 times, and my kids got 2 of them.
And they're like, that's what makes it funny.
It was funny for a second. And then
it was pretty funny.
Then what did your wife say?
She said, we're leaving now.
She had backup gifts. She brought backup gifts.
She always brings backup gifts. I still think it's funny. They're gag gifts.
Yeah, they're gag gifts. I got that naughty mug that I had earlier.
Right.
That's one of my gifts from that. Yeah. I think I stole it from one of your daughters.
Well, and stealing that's part of the game.
So we do a gift exchange, which is, what do they call it? Bad Santa or something?
No, it's called
Naughty Santa.
No.
Angry Santa.
Maybe Billy can look up what that's called.
But it's fun because what we do is we pick a gift.
Yeah.
We open it up. The first person gets to pick. Now, if you want to do this game at home, this is how it works. Everybody picks a number. Number 1 picks first. Picks a gift from under the tree, opens it up. That's what they've got. Number 2 has the option to then either pick a gift from under the tree or take number 1's gift. And then number 3 has the option to take number 1 or number 2's gift or take it from under the tree. The gifts can only be stolen twice. So once the gifts are stolen twice, they're locked. And number 1 gets to steal from anybody at the end.
Yeah.
And whoever they steal from, it's a straight exchange and the game is over.
Yeah.
Or they just keep what they want. They can steal any gift that's not locked. So it's a lot of fun. There's some tears. There's some anger. There's a grown man who does things to kids to make them cry. And he has all of those gifts that he's stolen from those children as trophies on his mantle. That grown man is Matthew.
Debatable.
The grown man part?
Sure.
I think he's made one of your kids cry.
Maybe.
Multiple kids?
I don't remember.
All your kids.
It's just blocking it out.
You always have to go home and say to yourself, are we going to do this again next year?
I look forward to it every year.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite times of the year.
So I have a Christmas gathering with my wife's family on Saturday in Kleefeld at her aunt.
Bernard?
No, her aunt and uncle's house, Julius and Fran. Beautiful house they have there. We get together with them. It's really, really nice.
Nice.
Also eat a lot of food. Really great people, and have a Christmas extended gathering there. And then Christmas Eve, I sing all services at church. We have 5 services at church. Actually, if you're in the area in Winnipeg Springs Church.
If you're listening to this on Friday and you have enough time to plan out your Sunday.
So Christmas Eve services 9:30, 11, and then there's the last one's 3:30, and there's a couple between there.
If you listen to the show and you come to the service and you see Tim up there, yell, I know that guy.
Yeah, I got a new jacket.
And Tim got a new jacket for the show.
Jacket, yeah.
Or for the service.
My daughter picked it up.
Nice.
Raina picked it up. She actually got 15% off for the military discount. So I saved a little bit of money. And so just to finish off my thoughts, so that's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve in the evening, we have our 5 plus 1 is going to be there for the evening after church service. And Sunday, Christmas Day morning, we open up our gifts. We have breakfast. Mm-hmm. We relax as a family. It's going to be fantastic.
Awesome. Yeah.
And then the 26th again is when we're having the cabbage rolls, or halapshi as I like.
It's going to be a Ukrainian Christmas. We're doing ham, pierogies, cabbage rolls, meatballs, and scalloped potatoes And there will be pineapple too to go with the ham.
I'm fine with that.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, you like pineapple. You got the pineapple, the ribs on Saturday. You got the pineapple.
Yeah,
What's
like
it called?
Pineapple. Yeah, it was a pineapple barbecue
Yeah,
sauce.
and you got the hot dog mustard
Ugh,
ribs
that one
too.
wasn't very good.
Say that sounds good. I'm gonna have hot mustard on my ribs. This isn't very good. No, because it's mustard on ribs.
It wasn't. It was different mustard, but it wasn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't great.
Anyway, so that's Christmas. Next time we get together, Christmas will be over. We'll be talking about all the things that we got. And
I'm gonna rip all these decorations down.
let's keep it down for one more. Can we do the last just the post, because it's going to be the 28th or whatever it is.
We'll see.
Or the 27th. Let's keep it up. Just
See
one more
how
week. One more week. One more week.
Okay, well, thanks for watching the show. If you haven't yet, like, subscribe, share,
All those things.
comment on what you think of what Tim has said today. If I've said anything inappropriate, I don't care. Let's all enjoy Christmas. Let's enjoy the holidays. Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Festivus, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Year to everybody, because why not? It's a great year.
Yep.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Mine says Greg and yours says Tim.
The Tim and the Greg Show.
Nope. That's not right. Give me come back. Mine still is. Anyway, I think it was a good show. Thanks for doing the show again with me, Tim. I do appreciate that. It was a great episode.
Thanks for watching the Greg and Tim Show podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends. Sharing is caring.